Hello everyone and welcome to the presentation of NeoStampa Delta. We are so pleased that you could join us today. We have got some really exciting announcements to share with you. Today we will be introducing the new features of our RIP software, NeoStampa. We will explain more about the Delta version and the new developments. During the session, you can write your questions in the chat, and at the end we will collect them and answer live. If we had to find a word to describe this 2020, it would probably be adaptation. It is incredible how the sector has reinvented itself in a short time to face the challenges caused by the COVID-19. And at Inedit, we felt we had to adapt as well. Working from home and improve communication, taking measures to extend security, taking advantage of this to offer training to the sector and being at the side of all the people who have bet on innovation and research. Here at Inedit Software, we feel the responsibility to keep enriching the sector with our innovative solutions that facilitate the day-to-day life of digital printing companies in a meaningful way, adapting to every moment. For those of you who are not familiar with Inedit, we are a software development company for digital printing. It is a part of our nature to always be at the customer side, listening to them, developing innovative solutions, and walking with them all along the process. From the very beginning, we wanted to be a reference in the sector of large format textile printing. Now, we work with the best printers manufacturers. We work with the biggest companies all over the world, and our programs have become a reference in the sector. This year, we have learned that we must take advantage of any opportunity to face new challenges, and so far, we have done it. Now, not only we can continue to offer the best service to our customers, but we are also starting to create innovative solutions for new markets.
NeoStampa is the reference RIP software in digital textile printing. Our technology allows the system to understand the color spaces of digital printers, achieving the best results. With NeoStampa, you can reproduce colors independently of the printer, the substrate, and the ink used. Last year, NeoStampa 9 was launched, and it marked a great improvement in the workflow connection and overall printing performances, thanks to the incorporation of the Smart Printing Queue called Print Server. We also introduced a new, more modern and user-friendly interface. Well, this time, the new version has its own name, NeoStampa Delta. Delta means the connection between two forces of nature, the river and the sea. Delta is strength, experience, and versatility. It is everything we can expect from a RIP software. With NeoStampa Delta, we combine our strength and experience to take a step forward, opening new markets as important as sports printing, DTG, film, or graphic printing. Until now, NeoStampa has been developed always thinking on the needs of the large format textile printing market. This year, we have decided to face two big challenges. On the one hand, we have integrated a new PDF engine, the Mako system from Global Graphics, which will allow us to print PDF files with an infinite range of possibilities. On the other hand, we have created the new printing mode for DTG, understanding the new challenges of the market and providing the best solutions. In addition, NeoStampa Delta comes with improved printing performance and a new cost control system that will allow you to control the costs of all your jobs. I'm going to introduce Carlos Llopis, NeoStampa Product Manager, who will explain a little more about PDF integration.
Thanks, Gerard. NeoStampa is a reference in the market when we talk about digital textiles. From the early years of the development of this RIP software, we always tried to keep the same idea: produce a solution that is able to generate the best results, keeping it simple to use. What you see is what you get, and you don't need an aspirin to pick over. This is, generally speaking, the essence of any Inedit product and can only be done thanks to our main values: listen to the customer, build an innovative solution, and partner with him throughout all the process. This year, we wanted to go one step further, producing a solution that aims to respond not only to our existing customer needs, but to open new opportunities. Digital textile printing has been traditionally understood as producing meters and meters of printed fabric based on a seamlessly repeatable design. to be used for fashion or home decoration. In this case, the workflow was pixel-based by using multicolor separated designs that were initially prepared to be engraved for printing in rotary or screen printing machines. Now, with the popularization of digital equipment, mainly dye sublimation printers and consumables, there were other applications in the market which are considered digital textiles. These new markets rely on different ways of communicating designs. The standard format now is a PDF, and here is where we put the most of our development effort, building a solution inside NeoStampa that could handle and process PDF files the same way we've been doing with the traditional raster formats. PDF opens many possibilities to designers. Vector information can be rasterized at any resolution while keeping the visual quality. Spot colors from standard color books can be used to communicate precise colors. And also spot colors can be used to address custom functions of the output devices. With the aim of producing the most powerful solution, we took the decision to partner with one of the most important software companies in the world when talking about PDF, Global Graphics Software. With Mako inside NeoStampa Delta, plus the support and cooperation from Global Graphics, we built a solution that will make NeoStampa become a reference in the market when we talk about PDF-based workflows. I would like now to introduce Mr. David Stevenson from Global Graphics Software. He is the product manager for Mako SDK and JAWS RIP, and he will explain a little bit about the technology they are producing. David?
Hello, I'm David Stevenson and I'm a product manager at Global Graphics Software. I'm delighted to be participating in the launch of InEdit's NeoStampa Delta, the leading RIP software for digital textile printing. Mako is our software library for developing print workflow solutions that manage, process and rasterize PDF and other digital formats.
PDF is fast becoming the format of choice for digital textile printing because of its flexibility to retain spot colors, vector information and layers for garment size and design variation. Mako is fully incorporated into NeoStampa Delta, expanding and improving its PDF capabilities. This requires not only accurate rendering, but the ability to interrogate the PDF to discover information about its dimensions, color spaces, spot colors, fonts, layers, etc. Mako offers all this and more through a rich set of APIs that the InEdit developers have taken full advantage of, enabling to offer the new and refined features of NeoStampa Delta. Color management is a key requirement to ensure accurate results across multiple output devices and different fabric types. By combining their mastery of color with Mako's ICC-based color conversion capabilities, InEdit offer new levels of rendering accuracy and precision with the release of NeoStampa Delta. I would like to thank InEdit for allowing us to be part of their launch and for choosing Mako. We at Global Graphics look forward to a long and successful technology partnership with InEdit.
Adios amigos.
Thanks, David. So thanks to the help of Mako, NeoStampa Delta is also compatible with all the PDFX standards, enabling the solution to be safe in terms of color reproduction. NeoStampa will detect the output indent profile coming with the PDF and will automatically use it for rendering the document. Obviously, this includes the possibility of using RGB output ICC profiles, the core of InEdit's color management for digital textiles since ever. So the designer can use them in any standard design application for soft proofing or even directly create the content inside the printer's profile, with the confidence that the final output will match the screen view. Also, we developed a new spot color module that is able to fit any customer expectation. Spot color's behavior can be defined in different ways depending on the specific intention of the spot color itself. Fluorescent inks, printer special inks, LED color books, all can be defined and automated. For example, for customers who use a diversity of printing devices, the most important thing is to be able to use any printer anytime. So keeping spot color consistent across devices can be done by telling the system to keep the spot in a device-independent color space and only transforming it into an ink formula at the final stage. Another possibility is that for specific applications, spot colors are used to address custom inks in the machine. There, the user will have absolute control of the ink formula of the spot, and NeoStampa will calculate the intermediate gradient points based on this formula, producing clean and visually linear shades of the spot color. I can't forget to mention that NeoStampa Delta will integrate a special color book to be loaded into Adobe Illustrator or Photoshop that will contain 90 spot colors addressing fluorescent inks, broadly used in the sports equipment industry. All this technology has been created thanks to the partnership with Global Graphics and also with Mr. Joe Chudy from Chudy Software Technology, one of the most experienced and clever guys in the digital textile industry. Joe continuously supports InEdit with the realization of new concepts and methodologies. He is also the inventor of the human technology, which has been embedded in our RIP since the very beginning. So I think now is Joe's time.
Hi, I'm Joe from Chudy Software Technology, inventor of human and consultant for the digital textile printing industry. With InEdit, our mutual goal was not only to reduce complexity of color calibration and color matching, but also to optimize the entire chain of color communication from the very beginning of creative designing to the final printed output. The human concept fits into the most popular design applications such as Adobe Photoshop and Illustrator because it makes use of RGB printing profiles based on the industry standard ICC. As a designer, you can work inside these printing profiles and use all the possibilities of your design application to predict early on what your printed output will look like. It's called what you see is what you get. By the way, have you heard of Textile RGB? It's an ongoing FOGRA project about a exchange working space profile, which is intended to build a better bridge between designers and producers. It's especially useful when it's not clear which printing process the design will be printed on later. Take a look at the FOGRA website, and best of success to the entire InEdit team with NeoStampa Delta.
Hola, soc Jordi Berratellada, cap de producció de la marca Tàctic, especialitzats en roba de ciclisme, running i triatló. El nostre client és client de personalització custom i InEdit amb què ens ha ajudat. Ens ha ajudat en tota la gestió de color per a les nostres equipacions, ja que ens fa molt més fàcil tota la traçabilitat de les nostres feines i de la repetició dels nostres treballs. Ens ajuda a uniformitat de color i que amb les repeticions de les feines dels clients el color sempre sigui el mateix i tot sigui igual.
It seems to be true that NeoStampa Delta allows you to print beyond your limits, doesn't it? Now, let's talk about NeoStampa Delta applications. The new PDF engine makes NeoStampa a perfect choice for the first time for such markets like the sport designs and apparel, advertising graphics, ceramics and film printing. Thanks to the improved ripping speed and the gradient management, you will be able to print your designs with or without gradients, with or without fluorescent inks, but always with the best color results. On the other hand, we have greatly improved the performances. In fact, the image raster time is up to 5 times faster with NeoStampa Delta. This led, of course, to an increase in production. Forget about your limits. Now you can get the best color results no matter what PDF file you're using. For the advertising industry, we have also specific settings such as styling and nesting, which add up to better color management of your PDF files to print what you see on the screen. Well, Let's continue with the new features of NeoStampa Delta. We have talked before about a new DTG mode, but what are the benefits? With us, we have Gerard, who will explain it better.
One of the great new features of NeoStampa Delta is the new mode for printing on DTG. In previous versions, we used the general printing mode, but now we have a specific module developed especially to cover customer needs. NeoStampa Delta is the first RIP software that will allow you to calibrate your DTG printers in less than 25 minutes in only 2 steps. Impressive, isn't it? You will be able to reproduce the colors you want faster than ever. In addition, NeoStampa Delta also provides higher ink savings. To do this, the system automatically adjusts the white base that is placed underneath the semi-transparent colors. In this way, the color of the shirt is used on the printing, achieving the desired ink savings. Do you want to see a comparison? We have printed 2 t-shirts with a high-quality printer, an Epson SureColor F2100. At the top, you can see the result of the printing with the RIP garment creator and a default profile. At the bottom, the same print with NeoStampa and a 2-step calibration. Do you think we fully understand the color profile of the printers? Well, now let's give you a figure. In this particular comparison, by printing with NeoStampa Delta and using the same quality settings, we have saved 30% of white ink. That's another benefit of working with NeoStampa Delta DTG, the ink saving. With perfect understanding of the colors and thanks to the self-adjustment of the white, we guarantee an efficient use of ink for the needs of each drawing, saving up to 60 cents per shirt. In addition, the DTG mode has an advanced choke system, highlight effect and interpretation of the transparency channel. Sounds good, doesn't it?
朋友们好，我是 Inedit Software 中国区的刘工 Kevin。感谢在过去的5年里我们彼此携手共进。我们即将发布 NeoStampa Delta 新版本，主要针对成衣椭圆机台的急需的市场开发的，包含了一些新的功能。以后有任何疑问，请继续联系我和林工。感谢一如既往的支持，谢谢。
大家好，我是 Inedit Software 中国区林工 Leo， 感谢大家一直以来的支持。现在我们即将推出新的 NeoStampa Delta 版本，它的主要功能适用于 DTG T 恤成衣打印行业。希望日后大家有更多的关注与支持。在中国区域，由我和刘工 Kelvin 为大家提供技术服务。如有任何技术问题，请联系我和刘工。谢谢。
Olá, meu nome é Lucas Maia, sou responsável pela Inedit Software no Brasil. São 7 anos e mais de 100 clientes satisfeitos com as nossas soluções. Acredito que o NeoStampa Delta será uma revolução na impressão digital têxtil no país e mais uma vez estaremos aqui para dar suporte para todos os nossos clientes.
Hola, soy Sergio de RIP Service, representante de Inedit en Argentina y Perú para Latinoamérica. Es un gusto para nosotros formar parte de esta marca que aporta tanto valor a la industria. Ahora, con el lanzamiento de NeoStampa Delta, sin duda va a ser un éxito en Sudamérica, tal como Inedit lo viene siendo globalmente. Desde aquí estamos a su disposición.
It is a pleasure to have these representatives around the world. They are responsible for the growth of the Inedit brand every day. I would like to show you a last development of NeoStampa Delta. We added a new cost control system. Now you can see in real time the meters printed by your machines, the printing speed and ink consumption. You can also choose in which date range you want to see the data and customize the price of inks, thus obtaining the real cost of your jobs. With the new cost control system, you can finally export a report that will help you to keep the printing costs always under control. Well, we are reaching the end of the presentation of NeoStampa Delta. Before answering to the final questions, we really would like to thank you on behalf of the whole team for joining us on this special day. We hope you enjoy NeoStampa Delta and hope you will recommend it. If you have any questions, please contact us at sales@inedit.com. In addition, in the coming weeks, we will be sharing video tutorials on our YouTube channels. Those videos will help you to install and run NeoStampa. For those of you who are already customers, we offer now a very special discount of 15% to the dongle upgrade to NeoStampa Delta. For those who want to start working with us, call us and we will talk about your needs. Thank you very much again, and now let's move to the questions and answers session.
Hello everybody, and welcome to this QA session of NeoStampa Delta presentation. I'm Alba from Marketing Department. I'm here with Gerard from Commercial Team, and we are going to answer the questions you've been writing on the chat. So we will spend 10-15 minutes answering. If you have any doubt, please don't hesitate to write it now, and we try to read all of them. So let's start, Gerard? Yeah?
Let's start, sure.
Okay. I have here first question. It's related with the price. So which is the price of NeoStampa Delta?
Well, even that we made a lot of improvements and all new features in this NeoStampa Delta, we're going to maintain all the prices that we had during last year. So everything will remain the same as we had before. Well, I see that we have one question. Someone is asking that this NeoStampa Delta is more for DTG and not so much for sublimation. Well, as you know, we've been working for the textile market for more than 20 years, around 27, and we are experts also in sublimation printing. It's not like we are moving, we are really moving to a new market, but we're not going to, we're also moving forward with all the others that we've been working until now. So, of course, for sublimation, we have a lot of improvements, like all the PDF engine that we are presenting now. So yes, we really have a lot of new things also for the sublimation market.
Okay, here I have another question from a customer from India. He's asking where he can buy Inedit in India.
Sure. You already met some of our agents during this video. We have around the world, and we have many distributors other than that one. So of course we have agents also in India that you can find that they will help you during the purchase process and also supporting you in the everyday work. And of course you can find all of our distribution list in our website, or you can directly ask us and we will direct you to the best option that can for you.
Okay, thank you. Then here I have another one that's really interesting. It says, hello, I have a Reggiani X and an MS JP4. How can I do to obtain better results?
Well, as I said, we have a lot of experience with all machines, different models, and in all the process of calibration and giving the best results. Even if for companies like this one that may have different machines, different machine brands, different technologies, with Inedit, as we've been doing for many years, we're able to make a proper calibration of both, and not only having the same, the very nice results, but also having the same results in many printers. So of course we can help you, we can accompany you during the calibration, setup of NeoStampa and setup of the machines, and we are able to give you same results on different machines.
Nice. It's interesting, isn't it?
Well, we have here another questions. How many machines can be used on the same software? Talking about sublimation again. Finally, it's true that with one NeoStampa software, from one computer you can drive up to 2 machines, a set from the same computer, same software, you can drive up to 2 machines. We usually don't put more machines from one computer because we don't want to let's say have a bad performance or making the production stop. So usually from one NeoStampa you can drive 2 machines.
Okay. So I have another one rated with brands also. It says, can I use NeoStampa in my Epson SC2100?
Yep, this is one of the new machines for DTG that we already included in the new NeoStampa Delta. So yes, you will be able to run it, and not only this machine, but for all these years that NeoStampa has been in the market, we have many brands and more than 1,000 drivers available. So if you have any other model and you have any doubt about if you can drive it with NeoStampa or not, you can always ask us and probably we will have it.
Okay, and remember that you can find all the drivers on our website.
Sure.
So I see that there's no more questions and we spent some time with you, so I think that we can just close this QA session. And remember that if you have any doubt, you can write us at sales@inedit.com and we will answer you at the moment. Thank you very much.
Thanks all.